Hello! In this lesson we'll continue to learn about operators in C++, and this time it'll be logical operators. Thanks to them, you can combine several different conditions into one and make them more complex. And also you can invert the condition for better readability of the variable in the condition. By the way, we're still preparing for conditional operators that will forever change the programs we write, and in the next lesson these events will happen. Let's start learning. There are three logical operators in C++: negation, and or. The first is a unary operator. It only needs one operand to the right of it. Usually it's a bool variable, but it can also be a bool expression. We wrote those in the last lesson. Or any expression that can be converted to bool. This operator is written as an exclamation mark, or you can write the word not. In 99% of cases, I only saw an exclamation mark, but no one forbids you to use the second option. I like it better, and I'll probably use it during the course. What does this operator do? A very simple job. It turns a false condition into a true one, and a true one into a false one. Look at the examples. I write a regular condition which is true, but if I put an exclamation mark in front of it, its result will become false. In the second example, I create a variable whose name is affirmative. Very often bool variables are called with affirmative names, but these variables are also often used in conditional statements in such a way that you want to check whether they are false. This operator is used for this. In the example, I create a variable, is it raining outside? It's not raining right now, so I set it to false. But when using the negation operator, it will return true. You can read this condition as, is it not raining outside? In the next lesson, you will see how this operator can improve the readability of the code a little. For now, the main thing you need to know is how this operator works. Let's move on to more interesting operators. The next one is a binary operator. You have to write operands to the left and to the right of it. It's called the AND operator. It combines two conditions into one. There are times when you need to evaluate two conditions at the same time. Here are some real-life examples. Is it raining outside and do I have an umbrella? Is my number greater than 0 and less than 100? If such a condition is true, then the number is between 0 and 100. How does this operator work? It returns the total result of the two conditions to the place where it was called. Look at this little table. If both conditions are true, then the total expression is true. If at least one condition is false, then the total condition is false. Here are some examples of using this operator below. Pause the video and try to analyze each line yourself. Notice that I use two ampersand symbols in some lines. Yes, this symbol is called an ampersand. You must use two of them. You can also write the word and instead of them. It makes the condition easier to read, but in 99% of cases you'll see ampersands. The OR operator works in a similar way, but it differs in that it returns true if at least one of the conditions is true. Look at this table and you will see under what conditions it returns true. You must use two vertical line symbols or word OR. There are also several examples in front of you. Pause the video and analyze each line yourself. You can also open the precedence table and look for these operators there. You'll see that they have a very low priority. And at the end of this lesson, look at these lines. Know that you don't have to write only bool expressions in these operators. It can be any expression that can be converted to bool. For example, any number that is not equal to 0 can be converted to true. Because of this, there is no error at the completion stage. Well, we've learned all the operators we need. It's time to move on to conditional operators. In the next 3 lessons, we'll study the if operator, switch operator, and ternary operator. You should like them. This concludes this tutorial. I hope you found it useful. If you want to thank me for the video, you can like it, comment below, subscribe to the channel, become a sponsor of this channel, or donate using the link in the description. All these actions popularize this channel and motivate me to record more lessons for you. Goodbye.